Okay.
Anyway.
All right, good stuff. So, Ken, without further...
Show me what you have, man.
Oh, I get to show you. Yeah, let me see.
You're so long-winded. Thanks for joining us on this occasion of Classic Blend 77 Games.
Game time.
It's always game time, Chris.
I'm Chris, that's Ken.
Anyway, what we're going to do here is I have a game, he has a game randomly generated for each of us. I don't know what he has, he doesn't know what I have. We're going to reveal them to you.
Fact.
And then we're going to talk about them.
Fact.
And then we're going to create a side story, a prequel, or maybe even a sequel. We don't know.
Brand new game.
We have no idea.
Never been done
Listen,
before.
Not premeditated because we can't. Yes, I know what I have. No, I don't know what he has. We can't think about this before you see it.
And there you
See
go.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's
80 shared video game universe.
That's what we're getting at. Every game is going to be connected to every single game, no matter if it's Tetris and Dr. Mario or
whatever,
Power Blade or Splatterhouse. Like they're all joined together.
I can't help but notice.
I
can't help but notice you have a question for me.
Oh, well then, Chris, ever break a controller playing a video game?
Me no.
Really?
I've never broken
He's
a
kept
controller.
it together. He's got the composure.
I've never broken a controller.
Really?
Now, if I ask Kenny, has he ever broken a controller?
Yes. I've thrown controllers. I've had that stuff. One time I took a Nintendo controller, wrapped it around the cord, around the leg of my desk chair, and pulled the wire out of it. I got so mad at this one. I don't even remember what game it was. Star Wars. I had stupid Star Wars. This is an unrelated event. I'm going to tell you a little bonus. I'm going to tell you a little bonus.
For what? System.
For NES.
NES. Okay.
Yeah.
That one.
I found Star Wars at like 112 Video when they were like clearing out their Nintendo section.
Yeah. Okay.
And I took that game and I threw it down the hallway. I got so mad. I threw it down the hallway and I took the controller, the game, like the game cartridge. I put it down. I took the controller and I went boom right in the top of the stupid thing, and just cracked the whole thing like open. And there was a huge like just hole and dent under the label, like constantly. I sold that game on. It still worked after that. I sold that game on eBay probably like I don't know 10 years ago or something. Somebody out there has a Nintendo Star Wars game with a big crack in the front of it.
Well, if that's you, please write in at Retro
Yes,
Squad. Let us know that that's you.
I want to know it's got a good home and that it still works, and I believe it does.
That's crazy. Okay.
Anyway.
All right, good stuff. So, Ken, without further...
Show me what you have, man.
Oh, I get to show you. Yeah, let me see.
You're so long-winded. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Boot Camp.
Yes, Chris. This is the arcade classic by Konami.
Okay.
I get a lot of Konami games.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You look up where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. You hit the generate button. You get where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. Okay? It said SNES.
Yeah.
So you type that in. What do you get? Everything but.
Did you type in like...
You have 1985, 1996. There's a whole bunch of them. This is for the SNES. Look, don't worry about it. I have the info. Don't worry. I have the info. Carmen, you know where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, okay? You're on the hunt for criminals. You have to answer. You have to get clues, and you have to follow the clues, and you have to get a warrant, okay? That's fine.
What's the problem? Why couldn't you give me that?
Because I hit the wrong image before, okay? And I wasn't about to go into it, okay?
Found the image in 2 seconds.
So here's the thing. Look, that image is there. See? It's right there. This one on Super Nintendo is pretty interesting because technically it's where in time is Carmen Sandiego. In this game, you start out as a time cadet, and you can further.
Wait, is this where in the world or where in time? There were two different games.
No, this is where. No, this was. I mean, unless I was mistaken, all the things.
Someone needs a new tablet.
You know what? I'm not anymore. I'm over it.
Did you give me the wrong game? Is it where in the world or where in time? Because
I don't know. Different. I think it was. It's where in time. Yeah, I got you the wrong one. Well, hold on now, but no, hold on now because, hold on, let's talk about it.
Yep, talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Talk about it. This is the one. This is your jam. This is what you want.
Yeah, that's the one.
Where they're all dressed up.
So
not unlike Mr. Ben.
Not right in the last one. Anyway, this is your it's Carmen Sandiego, guys. Okay, you got to get clues. You got to follow the clues, and then you got to get your what is it called? Your stupid robot, your capture robot to arrest the criminal. You got to get in a warrant and stuff. It's Carmen Sandiego.
Sounds good. Boot Camp was a Konami game for the arcade, 1987. Chris, you like trackballs? You're gonna love this game.
Sure.
You ever play this game in the arcade?
This was the arcade? No.
You never played this game?
No.
I used to go to the arcade all the time. Now listen, Konami had a couple classics in the arcade. You might have heard the X-Men arcade game. You might have heard Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game.
Yeah.
You might have heard of The Simpsons, the arcade game.
Yeah, huh?
All fantastic games. They also had Boot Camp, Chris. I used to play this at Spaceplex.
Say it again?
Spaceplex.
Okay.
In Smithtown, New York, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope he's not, because it's where he lives.
That's where it was. They had the fog machine all 24/7. That thing was rolling, man.
Yeah, they did.
They never let that thing out. They kept that facade, even in space.
Yeah.
Like, not that space has fog, but you know what I'm saying.
It could.
I've seen
I've never been
aliens,
to
and
space.
there were a lot of hoses and steam coming out.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff like that.
so
Listen up. Trackball. You want to play the shooting section? You had the trackball, and you'd move the trackball, and it would move the crosshairs on the screen.
Hold on.
And you press the button and fire.
Take a step back. What was this game? Like, what did you do? You went through different sections.
You went through boot camp.
So you had different
Self-explanatory.
What are the sections? Shooting.
Obstacle course. There were 3 shooting ranges. There was the Iron Man race, and there was fighting. There was also arm wrestling as a bonus stage.
Okay, so 5. So you got 4.
So they had a whole bunch of different stages.
Okay,
yeah, littered up. They had the three different shooting stages.
All right.
Okay, it was basically Marine Corps recruit training. That was it. In the rest of the world, this game was called Combat School.
Okay.
Okay. So
what did you get when you chose? You got boot camp, or you got combat school?
I got Combat School, but this is the UK version. In North America, it's called Boot Camp. It's the exact same game. Because I guess they don't call it Boot Camp over there. They call it Combat School.
I like combat school better.
That's
The British always have better words for our dumb things.
That's it. Combat School distributed in North America as Boot Camp.
Great. That's all we need to know. Perfect.
Tough.
All right,
No.
so now-
Well, I'm going to tell you. You climb walls in the obstacle course. The shooting range is to shoot targets. Arm wrestling is a bonus stage. You can fight against the other person too, but you don't lose anything or gain anything if you win. You know, it's just a bonus stage. The race was top down. Obstacle course was side scrolling. The race was top down. You had to avoid mines and other obstacles. Then there was a swimming/rowing stage at the end. Then there was fighting. If you had the 2-player mode on, you fought your friend, whoever you were playing against. Whoever won went on to graduate. Boot camp, and then if you were playing single player, you fought off against your instructor. That was the way that worked.
Okay.
Game was this was one of the G.I. Joe arcade game, Konami, another classic. They had so many good arcade games. Let me tell you that much. Violent Storm, remember that one?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was so good. However, a lot of their games did not come home.
Okay.
I don't know if the Simpsons arcade game ever came home.
Well, I mean,
It might have come out on like Xbox or
it came in a
PlayStation
different way,
arcade
yeah.
or something like that. At a later date. But I'll tell you right now, G.I. Joe never came home. And as far as I knew, Boot Camp never came home. However, it did come to the Commodore 64. So,
of course it did.
you're welcome.
All right, here's my idea. We're combining these 2 games.
What'd you have? Oh, gosh.
We're on time. It's a boot camp for these time cadets. You're a cadet, right?
So, I like the idea of that because I'm going to say Boot Camp today would be different than Boot Camp in the medieval times. Right? So say you need to do training. So you need to go through time. You need to go through night school. You need to go through shooting school. You need to go through...
I like it.
You like that?
I like it.
You need to go jousting. You need to go... martial arts.
Like horseback. And
sword fighting.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
Horseback riding. Skeet shooting. You know, like all kinds of cool stuff.
Okay.
Right? You like that? So a whole bunch of different events.
But we still need the sleuthing... No,
I don't know. I think we took that. I think we've built upon it.
So I'm thinking we could title this thing like Through Time.
Boot Camp Through Time?
Yeah. Can we call it Combat School?
Combat School Through the Ages?
Yes. Yeah, why not?
Combat Ages.
Combat Ages. Right. Scribble. It's right here. Combat Ages, done. Done. What do you want to do? What do you want us to say?
Is Carmen Sandiego.
What do you want to do? That's it.
That's it.
Kenny, we've done it again. Listen.
You like movies?
If I like movies. If they like movies.
Do you like TV?
I like TV. If they like TV.
How about cartoons?
I don't like beard hair in my mouth. Oh, that's weird. But I like cartoons.
Do you like toys?
I like toys too. If you like all those things like I do and like Kenny does, you can catch those on this channel or on Twitch streaming live, whatever, every Monday night, or on our YouTube channel every weekday. New videos every day. Friday, you have the podcast. And we go a little more in depth on this stuff.
If you want to hear more about this stuff, check out the podcast Classic Blend Podcast 77.
Damn straight.
You're going to get a little bit more in depth, and we're going to get a little laid back, a little bit loose.
I think they got it.
They get it?
Yeah.
And we're gonna just,
It's going to be
we're
great.
gonna talk about it.
And I'll tell you this much.
We're gonna find out a lot of cool information.
Just going to keep going. If you like 80s trivia,
I like 80s trivia.
I know you like 80s trivia. We do a show called Where in the World is 80s Trivia? No, it's called Do You Even 80s, Bro? It's on this channel also. It's a fun romp. So if you guys want to check that out, if you guys do check that out and you guys have suggestions for us, by all means, you can get to us on this channel, in the comments on there, or at retrosquat.com, or at retrosquat on any social. I keep throwing the website out there. It's just happening this week. I don't know. Or at retrosquat.
Don't go to the website. We haven't updated it in a while.
It's fine. Well, no, I mean, you can get all these shows on there still.
You
can get all these shows on there still.
What are you doing?
What?
You
leave
made it Zelda?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much. 80s will live in your heart forever. If you let it. Good night.
You'll let it.
Good night. You'll let it.
You'll let it. I let it.
Okay.
80s is...
Oh, God, can you just go? It's always got to have the last 80s word.